Please, my fellow obedience and the Igbos especially, take your time and listen to this video. Because this man, Magnus Oraka, said some things in this video that will shock you. Because to me, I think what he said is true. Just ask yourself those things. Don't watch the video and let me get your views in the comment section.
When you keep crabs in a basket, it is unlikely that any crab will escape, because each time a crab attempts to escape, the other crabs will grab it and pull it down. Now, some of my Igbo brothers will not like this video, but hey, on this channel, we say things the way they are. If you think I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. Now, since I was born, I have never seen a Fulani man attempting to bring another good Fulani man down. I have never seen a Yoruba man trying to bring a good Yoruba man down in a national space. Never. Only Igbos exhibit this character, trying to pull another man down. A good one for that matter. Now, I remember when Nigeria gave the Southeast the Senate presidency during Obasanjo's regime. Now, the Igbos collected the Igbos collected the undocumented Guinness record of the only tribe to have produced 5 senators in one regime, in one tenure. 5 senators. Why is that so? Because they were struggling. It must come from Anambra, it must come from Enugu, it must come from there, it must come from this one. To the extent that even our mace went to Okija Shrine. I know in those days, my late dad, may so rest in peace, then we're still maybe in our teenage. My dad would say, please let me put on the TV, let me watch, let me be entertained. Every blessed day they'll be fighting about leadership in the Senate. So I've been asking myself, why is this so? Now recently I saw Ned Nwoko said that Peter Obi could be better as Minister for Finance, not presidency. The other guy, Senator Arthur, said that if he doesn't get Senate presidency, they should blame Peter Obi. Kenneth Okonkwo and Peter Obi were buddies. Now he left. Soludo is not. So what is this particular thing that makes it very difficult for these Igbo politicians to rally around and form a force? What is it about this thing that when you see your fellow brother aspiring high, you want to bring him down? If it's not me, if it's not me, then nobody. If it can't be me, nobody should have it. I know I'm going to face a lot of attacks, but it's I think it's the truth. It's the truth. Now, for the first time in many years, the Igbos have been able to bring a candidate that endears himself to the rest of Nigerians. There are people from other ethnic nationalities who will even give their life for Peter Obi. For me, I have been crying, fighting. I still have Peter Obi's banner on my wall. This is about 3 years after campaign. I still have Peter Obi's banner on my wall. Look at Peter Obi. Let me see. You see? We cannot block him. You see? You see? See, that's Peter Obi and Yusuf that you see. So what is it about this thing that for the first time, people that cuts across religious line, ethnic lines, want to fight for, but yet you see these same politicians, they work against him. Soludo is working against him. Kenneth Okonkwo is working against him. I keep forgetting his name. This other big guy that has money that said 14 million naira is not enough for salary. He's working against him. Then Ned Nwoko is working against him. Why is it that you can't we can't be inspired by that force? I love the Igbos for one thing. They don't support rubbish. I love them for that thing. They don't support rubbish. If anybody is not good, they will say this person is not good. They will not support what is good. And I'm sure that 60% of Igbos that support Peter Obi are not supporting him because he's an Igbo man, but because they see redemption in him. And 80% of Yorubas that don't like Peter Obi is because he's an Igbo man. If Peter Obi was a Yoruba man, I'm sure that every Yoruba man would be proud to bring him out as this is our champion. So I am making this video just so that perhaps, I know it's going to be fruitless, but just perhaps we can have a situation whereby at least Igbo politicians can work as one. Not everybody going to fight for his own interest. It's about me. It's about me. It's about me. This one is fighting for his own. That one is fighting for his own. It never would you see. Now wow. I just make I put this one there. I know come to find trouble. If you still, I don't know, please. It's just a thing that bothered me, and I said, let me come and talk about it.
What does it take to know a good leader? To be a leader is very, very simple. A leader must have these 10 attributes. One of the qualities of a good leader is vision and purpose. A leader must have a vision that this is what I want to achieve, and this is the reason for this vision, and must be able to communicate this vision to the people. A mutual understanding of a vision and purpose between the leader and the led will always lead to mutual and peaceful existence. The second attribute of a good leader is integrity and trustworthiness. Every leader must have the integrity and the trust of his people, because the people want leaders that will not just go into politics for the purpose of siphoning money for their personal interests and maybe family upliftment. Can you say people like Yahya Bello has integrity? Of course not. Can you say your president Tinubu has integrity? Of course not. Now, the third attribute of a good leader is emotional intelligence. A leader must be able to feel and have empathy for the people he is leading. You should be able to feel their suffering and experience their joy. Not a situation where people are suffering, but the leader is having a presidential yacht and his team are busy, acquiring a different jeep for themselves, and they tell the led to endure baby steps of little pain. What a disgraceful paradox. Now, the fourth attribute of a leader is to be decisive and have accountability. Now, when you have a purpose and a vision, you must be firm to seeing that those policies are taken through. You should keep your ears blind to people who want to, sidetrack you for their personal gains, because one of the biggest problem of African leaders is sycophancy. People that are around you, they're telling you are doing well when you are not actually doing well. Hey, carry on, Tinubu Jagaban. Yeah, you have achieved a lot. When they went to London, we all waited to see the achievement that they said they want to celebrate. The only thing they could say that they remove subsidy and student loans that no students have. I have 2 students at home. Una receive a Tinubu student loan. Oh, now the fifth attribute of a good leader is empowerment and delegation. A good leader should be able to empower his team and delegate responsibilities to them, such that they can innovate and impute their own creativity into the assignment that you gave to them. All you do as a leader is to watch and see if you can record achievement in goals and call them to order when you see that goals expected are not met. It's as simple as that. Now, the sixth attribute of a good leader is adaptability and resilience. Now, time changes. Nobody has the power to predict the outcome of tomorrow. But when you have a policy in place, you should be able to adapt to circumstances that were not envisaged. Now, people might say this, might say that, but you know what you want. And the people should take Burkina Faso's leader, Ibrahim Traore. This is one of his greatest attributes. Look at all the pressure, assassination attempts, blackmail from US and everything. And you see, the man is resilient. He's adapting to the situation. Now that's a good quality of a leader, not running to France to seek for support that will hide your ineptitudes. Now, the seventh attribute of a good leader is strong communication. You should be able to communicate your goals and expectations to the people you are leading, and they should be able to see it. Now, you should ensure their feedback. A good leader should be able to create atmosphere where he gets feedback from the people. What are the people saying about my leadership? Are they saying things are good? Are they saying you are progress? Not feedback from the people you employ to tell you what you want to hear. For instance, in Nigeria, people are crying, being pami, munajin nyua. Is that the type of feedback you want? Now, when you have these negative feedbacks, you know that your policies are bad. Now, the eighth attribute of a leader is humility and openness, transparency. The people you are leading should be able to see the humility in you. They should be able to see that you behave like them. You should be able to lead by example. People should see that I am not different from my leader. He interacts with me. He doesn't feel like he's a king on a high horse talking to his slaves on foot. Now that's humility. We don't have that in our leaders. They talk down on the people they lead. Even the people that they are leading already believe that they are subservient. You see pictures of people kneeling down for people that kneeling down for people that are supposed to be serving them. That is bad. Now, the ninth quality of a good leader is leading by example. What you expect the led to do, you do it. If you want them to build a block, you lay the first block and say, this is how it's done. And everybody does it that way. The last quality of a good leader is results and team success. When results are successful, we all celebrate. When results are bad, we take responsibility of the failure. Now, most African leaders don't take responsibility of their failure. They want to celebrate both failures and success. What a shame. Now, I marked all these things because these are the exact things I saw in the person of Dr. Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State. Thank you. Tomorrow, when he says he wants to come for presidency, you say, what has he done? Well, we are seeing it. Those who are saying, Tinubu didn't have time, we should give him more time. Other leaders in other climes have done marvelously within 2 years. Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore, has done landmark achievement, roads, factories, many things. Our own Alex Otti, in 2 years, has done many things, evidenced by the people he's leading. But you have one rogue run away, grab it, snatch it, saying that he has done well. When people are crying, there's hunger in the land, there's bad road, bad hospital, everywhere is bad. Nonsense.
So I believe you've watched those videos. Talking to the Igbos and then to the obedient, because everything this man said is the gospel truth. The hatred in Igbo land is alarming. Where governors in the southeast that are meant to be campaigning for people to be are campaigning against him because of their own selfish interests in power. This now brings us down to Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu is still in detention because some Igbo leaders are against his release. Soludo is against his release. I heard a rumor that Peter Mbai is also against his release. Most of the top Igbo leaders are against Nnamdi Kanu's release. Imagine Igbo brothers killing Igbo brothers. And this is what the government understands, and that's why they're using it. They're using Igbo against the Igbos. You'll be shocked to see that Soludo is campaigning against P2B. Governor of Hope Uzodinma is campaigning against P2B. All these things is because they have an interest in power, that they are being eaten up, that they can go against the Igbo brother just to remain in power. Imagine Hope Uzodinma agree with the government to bring in IDP camp in Imo, where Imo is not safe, not secure, but yet you are agreeing to bring in IDP camp in Imo State, if not for some youth in Imo State that demolished and set the place for that they marked out ablaze. We should have there should be IDP camp in Imo State right now, amidst the insecurity happening there. This to tell that our Igbo people are consumed by power. You've never heard and you will never hear an Yoruba man trying to pull down a Yoruba man. Imagine Tinubu being supported by some Yorubas because of they believe that this man is my brother, that my brother must rule Nigeria. And now they are still standing with Tinubu, even since that Tinubu have not done anything in 2 years. But because he's a Yoruba man, they love their brother. How many Igbos can do that? Igbos are busy destroying their own brothers. Nnamdi Kanu is still in the church. Tinubu came to Enugu State. Then the governor could not say anything about his release. Tinubu came to Anambra State. The governor also could not talk anything about his release. They are all looking for second time, looking for a way that they will be in a position where the government can say, okay, this person is working for me, I'll give you extra years. These are all they care. They care about their own selfish political nature. They want to remain in seats forever as they can. That's why they will see good things and then turn bad eyes and keep on doing the bad things. What this man said, everything he said is true. If you think it's a lie, let me get your views in the comment section, guys. But if you're new here, you can subscribe. So, boy, again, keys word. Tell you guys in my next video.